It's time for another round of anime transfer students, the most badass characters who enter the academy on the first day and make a name for themselves as someone not to be messed with. They are the heart and soul of the anime, and many of them are certainly very impressive to follow along. Today's video dives into recommending 10 underestimated but overpowered anime transfer students. If you are new around here, then please make sure that you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell icon turned on to stay up to date with the latest anime news and recommendations right at your doorstep. Now, without keeping y'all waiting, let us begin with the video. For more on the newer side of things, I believe a recommendation for the reincarnation of the strongest Exorcist in another world fits the bill quite well. Keep in mind though, it's very cliche and predictable, but it's so much fun, which is all that matters in the end. The protagonist, being a powerful exorcist from another world, was on the verge of death and left by his friends, and upon casting a reincarnation technique, he was reborn into a noble family, as someone who has no magic at all. Of course, the twist is, he is still the same legendary powerful exorcist, with techniques and monster summons that he captured to aid him in battle, and boy is he overpowered. Even more powerful than the hero of the world. Up next is yet another Isekai series of a loser protagonist. He's fat, ugly, from being bullied to transforming into a complete badass thanks to the magic of going to another world. In school, he's heavily bullied because everyone just looks more hotter and appealing, but upon finding a secret door to another world in his grandfather's home, he was able to change entirely. Also, having him enter between the two worlds freely is a plus, meaning he can fight monsters, level up, and the system in the end will reward him with real-life money to take with him and spend at his leisure. Wonder what others will think of him, how he changed his appearance so fast, how many girls he can score, and just how strong can he get. If you truly wish to witness one of my favorite transfer student protagonists in anime, then you have to check out Armed Girl's Machiavellinisim. Transfer student Nomura Fudo is about to attend a school that has changed from a mix to an all-girl school thanks to powerful swordsmen who now rule over and made the rules to where every male student must now dress as a girl to abide in the new system. The only way to change it back is to defeat the 5 swordsmen, the best of the best, and get their stamp approval. Fudo is about to take on that mission to prove using only, not a sword, but his fists to do the talking. Equipped with gloves and metal studs to deflect sword attacks, he's probably one of the most badass characters you will ever get to experience. Now, one of my favorite shonen genre anime series that focuses on food battles, Shokugeki no Soma Food Wars, is up next. This is an exhilarating anime series of a young boy who works at a diner with the dream of becoming a world-class chef and be the best of the best. But to do that, he spends his time training at the Yukihira diner for his chance at attending a very tough culinary school to show his skills and earn one of those tough elite seats. But of course, it won't be easy for everyone else, but for Soma Yukihira, it's a walk in the park. Watch him defeat opponents, lose but get back up on his feet and produce some of the most delicious food that you will find in anime. But just don't watch this on an empty stomach.
なんだかご機嫌斜めのようですね。その不機嫌の理由、私が教えて差し上げますわ。
なんだかちょっと変わったね、エリン。
Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, a genuinely super fun anime series that takes place in an academy of the demon world, and it all starts with Iruma-kun being sold by his parents to a demon named Sullivan. Turns out that Sullivan is so caring towards Iruma and treats him like a grandson and gave him a life of leisure, but also to attend a demon academy. Of course, Iruma is a human, the only human in the demon school, and everyone else is a monster or a demon who feast on humans, which is why he must, pretend to be one of them so he doesn't get eaten or his cover blown. From there, Iruma will dedicate his life in the academy to make friends, go, through series of unique events, and just have a blast of fun. Now for a series where a protagonist gets the job done even if it requires extreme violence or even death. The mission in the end will be complete. Welcome to the world of Codebreaker, a series of a high school transfer student named Rei who has the ability to wield blue flames and incinerate foes so easily. Rei has a tough attitude and he simply does whatever he feels like because he's mostly emotionless but does have a good heart. I guess you can say he's like the anti-hero of the show with his famous quote, "An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil." Star Driver is like a journey back in time for an old school mecha series, and it's over the top parody in style. But if you ask me, it may be a little bit old, but it's actually really worth the watch. A boy suddenly washes ashore and is rescued by locals who attend an academy, and after the mysterious boy awakens, he also enrolls into the academy. Though, he does have a hidden secret he hides from everyone else, which proves to be quite powerful. After all, this is a mecha anime. I know many, aren't really fond of the series involving robotics or mechs, but this one is actually pretty good. Tokyo Ravens is a show that has a protagonist that may seem boring at the start or even worthless, but over time, he will grow onto you in terms of getting more and more interesting because his journey is far from over to become a powerful exorcist, or what we call in the series a shaman. He will take on enemies after enemies to get to his goal, but keep in mind, it's only part of the show as there is a lot more to uncover. Though the only thing that really disappoints me in the series is how half-heartedly explained some things are, which leaves you confused, but overall, it's a fairly solid show that many of you will definitely enjoy. Everyone should know Classroom of the Elite. It's one of those shows with a huge fan favorite protagonist by the name of Ayano Kuji, the cold, silent, and observant protagonist. He sits in the corner of the classroom and uses his brain power to outsmart opponents. If you actually learn piano and calligraphy, then you too can be powerful just like Ayano. Well, probably. The anime is mostly a school series in an academy, a very elite academy with an unforgiving school system where failures get expelled and only the best students continue through the school journey. The variety of school events or exams taking place, classes are split into teams of rankings, and Ayano so happens to be in the lowest ranking classroom, even though he is extremely overpowered. The final anime on this list to end it all, it's time for a recommendation on World Trigger. a gate to another world opens up, and from that gate enters creatures, weird creatures called neighbors, who turn out to be evil and terrorize beings, and so to combat them in exchange, an organization called the Border Defense Agency has been established. They use special weapons called triggers to fight back, and students at the Tenton Academy to use those weapons, and it so happens that a new transfer student has joined the team named Kuga. It turns out he makes short work of those aliens, defeats them so easily, deeming him extremely overpowered. Looks like you just made it to the end of the video and witnessed 10 underestimated but overpowered anime transfer students. If I've managed to leave any anime out in particular that you thought would be a great addition on the list, then please let me know in the comment section down below, as I'd love to hear your very opinion, or just comment down below what you thought about the video in general, as I always appreciate the feedback. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.